Tyler Vreugdenhill, technical agronomist for Channel Seed in central Nebraska. I think one of the reasons I'm excited for the Bayer Carbon program is the ability to pay growers for the practices to improve their soil health, but also give them an additional revenue source for those acres. So practices like no-till, strip-till, and doing cover crops that can really add to the benefits of soil health. So the other piece that I think really excites me is that we're paying on the practice itself versus a verified credit. So some of the biggest things that we've seen in the state of Nebraska is big improvements in water infiltration and air exchange in the soil solution, but also that's leading to faster residue breakdown and improved nutrient cycling. So we're really starting to see the benefits of having a healthier soil microbial population. So again, being able to break residue down faster and cycle nutrients more efficiently in that soil. Biggest thing that I tell guys that are thinking about, going into a no-till or strip-till type scenario or using cover crops, small steps are always the best. So figure out what your management style is today and what's going to easily fit into that style moving forward that you could, implement on a smaller scale to begin with, but also be able to ramp up once it starts to take effect in your operation. So something is always better than nothing when it comes to this, but again, small steps are the best to figure out what's going to fit right in your operation. So when I'm talking to a grower about what cover crop to adopt, the biggest things that I usually typically say are this. Again, figure out what your end goal with this cover crop is. So if it's going to just be for weed control or different things, just understand what your end goal for that cover crop is before we even plant it. Another thing I would say, there's some growers out there that are using a very, very diverse mix of cover crops. I would tell you that's not something that I would start out with. I think we start, as I said before, start basics, start small and work your way up. So you don't need to go out, in my opinion, and with a 20-way mix the first time. Something is always going to be better than nothing, but work with your local agronomists to figure out what those species look like and what would work best. But I always urge guys, start with a 1-way or a 2-way mix, and we can always work up species diversity from there. But again, local recommendations and advice from your agronomist is going to be what's key for picking your cover crop species that's going to be the most successful in your area. Here at Bayer Crop Science, of course, we understand a lot of growers will be implementing these practices for the first time and be new to the game. So would encourage you that Bayer Crop Science is very committed and ready to help growers walk through these scenarios and help them adopt these practices.